Welcome back to Manalapan, New Jersey, and a Saturday Night Light special here as the Pope John Junior Lions taking on the Manalapan Braves. Mike Forbesano calling tonight's action for you as the Lions trailing this one 13-0 to Manalapan. 2 rushing touchdowns by the Braves, one in the early second quarter and then one late second quarter, have given the Braves a 13-0 advantage. They got the first point after touchdown, but missed the second. As for the Lions, penalties have been the story. 5 big penalties against the Lions have been pushing them back all game long. We'll see if any halftime adjustments by Coach Jared Cofrancesco have corrected that, and we'll go ahead and get the Lions on the right track. Let's go over rosters again for you for Pope John before we start things up. Number 2, Nikki Harris. Number 5, Benny Platt. Number 6, Lucas Rosinski. Number 8, Charlie Forbesano. Number 9, Braden Colson. Number 10, Jason Brennan. 11 is Damian Morales. Chase Whaley, number 12. Dominic Darko, number 13. Matthew Staub, 15. Lucas Kelshaw, 16. Number 19 is Mark Hedgepeth. Number 20 usually is now number 92, and that's Jude Cofrancesco. He's changed uniforms with Jacob Jessamariya, who took number 40. So Cofrancesco has Jessamariya's old number of 92, and Jessamariya is number 40. Number 21 is Vincenzo Siliberti. Number 22 is Makai Moon. 23, Sean Klebitz. Number 33 is Jason Cofrancesco. 34, Harrison Saratsky. 43, Tyler Killen. 50 is Colin Bauman. 55, Kevin Murphy. 61, Alex Aguado. Number 88, Nolan Reed. 96 is Ryan Lambriglia. And number 99 is Noah Kraus. The head coach of the Junior Lions, Jared Cofrancesco, assisted by Jason Cofrancesco, Dan Platt, Nick Carlson, and Tom Staub. Team manager, Rebecca Staub. So we're almost all set to go here from Manalapan, New Jersey for the second half between the Braves and the Pope John Junior Lions. Pope John got the first half kickoff, so now they will be kicking off to Manalapan. The Lions in their blue and gold uniforms, trimmed by white, whereas the Manalapan Braves in their white uniforms trimmed by red and maybe a shade of black. Tough to tell from this angle. I think there's a little black in there on the wording of the Braves and also outlining the red numbers on their jerseys. So, Lions moving left to right. The place kicker, Lucas Kelshaw, out there at the 40-yard line. Getting set to kick off. And here we go for the second half between the Lions and the Braves. Kelshaw comes up to the line, kicks it down the field, gets it down to about the 42 of Manalapan, where they pick it up, run through the middle, and he's brought down by the last defender there. That looked to be Staub. Matthew Staub in on the tackle. So Manalapan already in Pope John territory with the run back. And they'll start 1st and 10. We're going to say it's at the, about the 36-yard line.
All you have to do is run the ball in the middle. That's it.
Braves to the line. Quarterback in the shotgun is he's been all game long. Looks for a call of a timeout as Manalapan has too many players on the field. A mental mistake. Oh, and they're going to go ahead and call a penalty anyway against Manalapan. So the Braves set back 5 yards for too many men on the field and a delay of game. So, whereas penalties were killing the Lions all throughout the first half, perhaps this is a harbinger of fortune for the Braves and the Lions. The penalty against Manalapan here. Maybe that's a good sign. Well, no, maybe not. The Braves heading down to the end zone. The 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Running back takes the handoff from the Manalapan quarterback. Runs down the right sideline. Right into the back of the end zone. That's going to be about a 37, maybe a 40-yard, after the penalty, about 41 or 42-yard touchdown run by Manalapan. And that will put them up 19-0. So as I was saying, that good fortune, maybe the Braves taking a penalty, did not work. In fact, it was bad. The Lions give up the touchdown run, and Manalapan goes right up 19-0. Point after attempt. Quarterback fumbles the snap. Pope John in right on him, and they go no further. Looks like the Lions recovered it, no matter, as they stopped Manalapan, and the Braves failed the point after attempt. 9:43 to go. We've just underway here in the second half, and the Braves lead 19-0. So Manalapan gets set for the kickoff as they jump out in front 19-0 on Pope John. Bad way to start things in the third quarter. We'll see if the Lions can turn it around. Here's the kick down the field. It's picked up off the hands of Vincenzo Siliberti. He goes down to cover it, however, before a Brave can jump on it. And the Lions will maintain possession. They'll start at the 45-yard line. So we'll see if the Lions can get on the board in this drive. Try and get some offensive mojo going. 9:39 to go here in the third quarter. The Manalapan Braves up on the Pope John Jr. Lions, 19-0. Here's a snap. Handed off to Rosinski. Rosinski down the right side. He cuts past the 50 and is pushed out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Nice run by Rosinski, sweeping to the right. It'll be second and about 5 for the Junior Lions. Referee's going to mark the ball at about the 46-yard line of Manalapan. So, the gainer for Rosinski is more like 7 or 8 yards. They got to get to the 40. We'll say the 41.5 right now. So, let's call it second and 2. Staub under center. Hands it off to Harris. Harris cuts right. Stiff arms the defender and is still on his feet. He gets to about the 40. And that's plenty for the first down. I would say the first down marker was at the 45 as the Lions have gotten down to the 46. And Harris was able to cut all the way up to the 40. And so plenty of room for a first down. First and 10 for the Junior Lions. 19-0 Manalapan leads. 8:05 to go, third quarter. We're here under the lights in Manalapan, New Jersey. Stop, will take the handoff. He's hit at the line. Gets the handoff over to a fullback. I'm not able to see if it was Platt or Rosinski. Looks like be Platt. It was. Gain of about 2.5, maybe 3. So, 2nd and 7 for the Lions. Distance to go. The Lions have to get to the 30 to get the first down. 2nd and 7. Here's Staub. Hands it off to Harris. He's met in the backfield by number 44. Brings him down. And the positive yards gained by Platt has been lost by Harris on this play. We're back to 3rd and 10. Ball's at the 40. Damian Morales in the game, as well as Noah Kraus for the Lions. Number 88, Nolan Reed, comes out. So, substitutions for the Lions. 3rd and 10. Staub under center. He's got Platt along with Harris. It's pitched to Harris. I'm sorry, to Rosinsky. Pitch to Rosinsky. He passed the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. Big gainer, however, it's not going to be enough for a first down. Gain of 6 on the play by Rosinsky. That's going to make it 4th down. We got a timeout by Coach Co Francesco and the Lions. They want to talk things over. 6:09 to go, 3rd quarter. Manalapan leads over the Junior Lions 19-0. Needless to say, this is a big game, big play in this game. If the Lions want to get back into it. Lions looking to get the first down, and at this point in time, they pretty much need it. They need to get the first on this in order to keep the drive going, try and get some positive points on the board, any points on the board, and get back into this one. Braves lead 19-0. The Lions coming off their first win of the season last week at Long Branch, trying to repeat it here in Manalapan on Saturday night. So the timeout's over. Pope John back out to the field. Staub under center. Platt and Harris behind him. Rosinsky in the backfield. We got an offside in the play. We're going to see if it's against Manalapan, and it is. And that's going to give the Pope John Lions the first down. Another penalty hurting Manalapan now. And this one will sting as Pope John will gain the first. So the ball down to the 30. First and 10, Pope John at the Manalapan 30-yard line. Harrison backfield. Platt in front of him. Here's a snap. Hands off to Harris. Harris rolls right. Sweeps to the line. Maybe got back. Probably about a yard shy. And we got an injury on the play. And it is a Pope John player. We'll let you know who it is when we find out. So the injured player back up on the feet. It's number 99, Noah Kraus. Kraus looks to be okay, however. Good to see. And so the Lions will go back onto the field now.
Let's go, Pope John!
Second at about 12, maybe 11. Ball's at 31-yard line of Manalapan.
Let's go, boys!
5:55 to go. There's still plenty of time in this ball game. However, Pope John, it would behoove them to get on the scoreboard now. Brzezinski in motion. Stop. Takes a snap, and he's hit immediately and fumbles, and it's recovered by number 27 of Manalapan. Looks to be Casella, number 27 from Manalapan. He recovers the fumble, and the Braves will take over. Bad time for a turnover. Staub was hit, coughed up the football. Manalapan jumped right on it, and the Braves will take over at about the 32, maybe 33-yard line. 5:49 to go here, third quarter. First and 10 for Manalapan at their own 32, let's say 33-yard line. Here's a snap. It's on the ground. We'll see who recovered it. It looks like Manalapan still has it. Brought down in the backfield, however, and a loss of yardage for the Braves. Second down. Lambreglia into the game now for Morales for the Lions. That's going to set the Braves back about 3 or 4 yards. So call it second and 14. Second and 14 from about the 25-yard line of the Braves. Here's the snap, and he fumbles in the backfield, and Pope John is recovered. Lucas Kelshaw, he had 2 fumble recoveries last week, and he gets another one this week. Kelshaw jumps on it, and the Lions will take over. A big takeaway for Pope John here, as they still have life in this game. 4:57 to go. It's not over. 19-0 Manalapan, but Pope John is deep within the Brave territory. First and 10. They are just outside the red zone at about the 22-yard line. Staub up to center. He's got Platt in the backfield. Brzezinski behind him. Pitch back to Brzezinski. Rolls to his right. Cuts up the field. Brought down, we'll say, at about the 18 or maybe 19-yard line. We're going to say second down now. Maybe just behind the 20-yard line. Second and 8 for the Lions.
Push those guys, line.
Staub will take it, hand it off to Platt. Platt right through the middle. Dragged down. About 3 yards on the play, Benny Platt. So, big third down play for the Lions. They're in the red zone. They're at about the 18, maybe 19-yard line. They want to get back into this game. Now's the time. Pope John up to the line. Staub under center. Harris in the backfield. He's got Platt in front of him. Brzezinski rolled out to the right. Here's a snap. Hands it off to Platt. Platt rumbles through the middle. And a first down for Pope John. Benny Platt, like a steamroller, cutting through the Manalapan defense. And the Lions have a first down at the 13-yard line. First and 10 for Pope John. Staub under center. Hands it off to Platt again. Platt cuts across the 10. He's down to about the 9. Gain of 4. And Pope John continues to run. Now it's about the 8. Second down. Now 5 to go. Here's Staub. Staub hands it off to Harris. Harris cuts right. It's met in the backfield. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nicky Harris brought down at the 8, maybe 9-yard line. We're going to say it's 3rd and 6 at the 9. Minute 53 to go, third quarter. The Lions trying to get on the board before the end of the third stanza, and that way have an opportunity to try and cut to the lead some more in the fourth quarter. We'll see what happens. 3rd and 6 to go. Harris in the backfield. Staub up to the line. Rosicki in motion. It's handed off to Rosicki. He rolls left, running to the sideline, trying to turn the corner. Can't do so. Is brought down maybe about 7. So, a big 4th down for Pope John. Maybe about 4 to go. They're going to spot the ball at the 7-yard line. Minute 14 to go. The Lions trying to get on the scoreboard here. 19-0 Manalapan. Late third quarter here in Central Jersey. Staub coming back in. Hedgepeth coming out of the game for the Lions now. Staub under center. It's handed off. Gives it to Harris. Maybe Platt. Platt rolls forward. Did he get enough for the first down? He did. Benny Platt gets the first down, and Pope John is going to have goal to go. Big running play by the Lions. Benny Platt gets just enough. Pope John hurrying to the line. He got 17 seconds to go, third quarter. First and goal from about the 3. Staub takes the snap, hands it off, rumbling up the middle. Met at about the 1-yard line. 4 seconds to go. Clock's still running. That's going to be it for the third quarter. So, Pope John doesn't get in before the end of the third, but they are on the doorstep. Knocking on the door, trying to pound their way through. At the end of the third quarter, Manalapan leads 19-0, but the Lions are driving. They're just outside the end zone. We'll see if they can get a quick score and turn this game around right after this.
Every serve, regardless of who gets it. So it's like a completely different team than
Welcome back to Manalapan, New Jersey, here in Central Jersey, as the Braves lead the Pope John Junior Lions 19-0. Mike Formisano calling tonight's action. Under the lights, we have the Lions down at the goal line. It's on the 1. They're trying to get in. It's second down and goal to go. The Lions right at the 1. Snap to stop, handoff, touchdown, Lions. Benny Platt with the touchdown for Pope John, and it gets the Lions on the board. Big touchdown for Pope John to get back into this game. A 1-yard touchdown rush by Benny Platt from Matthew Staub. And it's 19-6. And the Lions now going for the point after. Here's a snap by Staub. Hands it off, and the point after is good. That is Platt again. So the workhorse, Benny Platt, with the touchdown and also the point after touchdown. And Pope John has cut the Manalapan lead to 19-7. Down by 12 now, so 2 touchdowns will tie it. An extra point, either on one of them, will give Pope John the lead. But first, they have to shut down the Manalapan offense. We'll see if they can do that right after this.
It almost looks like it's on purpose.
Jason! Keep going! Good job, Jason! Come on!
Could you imagine if there was like some miracle that their team fell apart?
Welcome back to Manalapan, New Jersey, as the Braves are holding on to a 19-7 lead. Kickoff by Pope John. It goes through the hands of the Brave player, and we'll see who recovers it. Did Manalapan hold on, or did Pope John force the turnover? Yeah, it looks like Manalapan hung on to the ball, so they're going to get first down just shy of the 50. So the Braves, it went through the player's arms, but player behind him for the Manalapan was able to fall on it and cover before the Pope John kicking team could jump on it. So we'll see if the Lions can get a defensive stand, get the ball back, put more points on the board. That is how they're going to have to do it, and they've got 9:54 to work with. Braves up 19-7. A Benny Platt 1-yard touchdown run and a point after has got the Lions back into this game.
You gotta come hard!
Let's go, Coach!
Football defense!
We need a sack!
Get low, D1!
We have a timeout by Manalapan, but they want to talk things over before they go into this offensive drive. So 9:54 to go here, fourth quarter. Pope John trails Manalapan 19-7. We'll be back with you right after this. You know. Here we go. Absolutely. Love it.
You should be every game. You should be doing it from home.
Do the 12 and unders. I'd love to do it in high school. I'd do it. Absolutely. Thank you. Welcome back to Manalapan, New Jersey. 9:54 to go, fourth quarter. Braves holding on to a 19-7 lead. Pope John just got on the board seconds ago as Benny Platt rumbled in from the 1 off a handoff from Matthew Staub. Platt also got the point after touchdown to make it 19-7. Manalapan holds on to the ball now at the 49-yard line, starting their offensive drive. And they run through the middle. Here's number 4 with it. He cuts through. The Pope John defense. Staub is able to race him down, but not after. A 25 or so yard rush. They're going to mark that at about the 22-23. So things not starting well for Pope John here on this drive for Manalapan as they give up a 23-24 yard rush to start things off. But the good news is that they didn't get to the end zone. 9:17 and counting. Fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Manalapan at the line. We're going to say the 24, just outside the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fumbles it off his mask, but he gains it. He keeps it. He's cutting through the middle. Sean Clemens is able to bring him down just shy of the goal line. They're going to mark him down at about maybe the 2-yard line. We'll see. So 2 quarterback gainers. Quarterback keeper there. We'll go ahead and bring the ball all the way down.
Let's go, D!
To about the 1.5.
Mind your way.
First and goal for Manalapan.
Let's go, D!
It would be crushing for the Lions to give a touchdown right after scoring here in the early fourth quarter, but that is what they're facing right now. Manalapan to the line. Quarterback in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Keeper again. He runs through and into the end zone for Manalapan touchdown. Braves score at the 8:07 mark of the fourth quarter. That'll make it 25-7 Manalapan over Pope John. Devastating touchdown against Pope John just as they had scored to get the back of the game. So, but everything is a learning experience, and this definitely is for Pope John. We'll see how they grow from it. Ball set at the 3-yard line for the point after. 8:07 to go. Pope John will be back at it next Saturday night then in Wall, New Jersey, as they'll take on the Knights. That game a little earlier, but still kind of under the lights, at least sunset-wise. It'll start 5:30 next Saturday night. Quarterback keeper for the point after, and they get to the back of the end zone. Harris didn't like it. He shoved down number 4, but not before he gets into the end zone. Makes it 26-7. So, next Saturday night, the Lions will be back at it against Wall. We'll be with you 5:30 from Wall, New Jersey. 8:07 to go in this one. Manalapan in cruise control now, 26-7 over Pope John.
Nicholas, you got good something, Nick.
So after the Lions had gained their first victory last week over Long Branch, they're going to take this one on the chin here, down by 19. It's not over, but they're going to need to score very quickly. A quick score could get Pope John right back into this, however. We'll see. Kickoff by Manalapan down to the 50. Pope John touches the ball. It goes back out of bounds. Are they going to say it was a fumble? Nope, Pope John ball. The Lions did recover, and they'll hold on to it. A fumble and a turnover there would have been pretty much game, set, match. However, the Lions hang on to it, and they'll get one more crack at the thing. 8:06 to go. Substitutions in for the Lions. Chase Whaley, number 12. Braden Colson, number 9. Number 33, Jason Cofrancesco out there. Mark Hedgepeth coming out of the game. Staub going in with instructions from Coach Cofrancesco. Clock is running, 26-7, so we're going to have a running clock, I believe, the rest of this game. 7:33. Here's a snap by Staub. He goes back to pass down the field. Incomplete. Through the hands of Lucas Rosinski. And it'll be second down. Nice throw by Staub. It was a little high, and Rosinski wasn't able to get up to make the catch. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with 7:20 to go. Good arm strength by Staub there, however. So, Staub behind center, Harris in the backfield. Handoff goes to Platt, and he's met at the line by the Manalapan D. No gain on the play. 3rd, and maybe they lost a yard. Yeah, probably about 2.
Actually, a loss of about 2 on that play. We had a loss of 2, so we bring up
3rd down and 12 from the Lion 44. 6:52 to go, 4th quarter. Braves up in this one, 26-7. Stop talking to Harris before he gets to the line. Perhaps they have some kind of play that they're talking about. Oh, Staub rolls out to his left. He keeps it. He's down the sideline. Cuts through. Staub to the 40, to the 30, the 20, 15, 5. Touchdown, Lions! Matthew Staub with a 54-yard keeper. And the Lions right back in this one. Down 26-13.
Kids got wheels, right?
Maybe that was Matthew Staub telling Nicky Harris in the backfield, hey, I'm going to keep this one. Let's see what happens. Well, we just saw what happened. And it was a heck of a run by Matthew Staub. 54 yards. The Lions right back in this one. We'll see about the point after.
Big bet up the middle, coach. You guys got to block!
6:21 to go. Pope John up to the line.
Hey, boys, you got to block here!
Point after touchdown attempt.
Let's go!
Trying to cut this lead back to 12 for Manalapan. Staub will take it. Pitch it back to Harris. Harris rumbles in from the left. He's in. Point after touchdown is good. And it's 26-14. So, Pope John is not dead yet. The Lions with a 54-yard rush by quarterback Matthew Staub. Brings them back from the dead. And they've got a second life now. We'll see if they can make good with it. They've got 6:20 to work with. 26-14. Manalapan leads. Oh, plenty of pressure now on the Lion defense. We'll see if they can stop Manalapan and get the ball back. Did not work so well the first time here in the 4th quarter as Manalapan cut right through and were able to get to the back of the end zone. We'll see if the Lions can change that story right now. Kelshaw to the 40. He kicks it off down to about the 48-49. The Lions jump on it, but a flag as the ball did not go 10 yards. And that means that Manalapan will take possession of the ball. It'll be first down. We'll see where they spot it. So, with Kelshaw's kick went down about the 48 or 49 yard line, well shy of the 10 yards needed. And I believe it was Ryan Lambreglia who jumped on it. Didn't go far enough. And so because of that, Manalapan will take over. No extra yards gained, however, it means that Manalapan will start out at the point where Lambreglia recovered it, which is the Pope John 49. So 6:09 to go. 1st and 10 for Manalapan. We'll see if the Lions have a big defensive stand in them. Jesse Marie into the game, number 40 for the Lions. Here's a snap, quarterback keeper. He'll rumble to the side. Gets about 5, 6. No, he's still on his feet. That's going to be about a 14-yard gainer and a first down. We got a flag down. Sean Clements with the tackle. So I don't know who the penalty is on at this point in time. Clements hit the defender going out of bounds. I'm not sure if they're calling a late hit or what they're saying. It could be on Manalapan. We'll see. Going to hold, and it's going to be against Manalapan. Oh, offsetting penalties. So a penalty against Pope John and a penalty against Manalapan. Penalties at offset, and they'll redo the down. So that'll negate the 14-yard rush by the quarterback from Manalapan. But they'll replay the down. And with time running down on the Lions, that's not good either. 5:30 to go here, fourth quarter. Manalapan up on Pope John, 26-14. We are under the lights here for a Saturday Night Light special in Manalapan, New Jersey. Saturday Night Lights for Pope John. For any of the young students who are playing in their first action at nighttime, this has got to be a thrill. Quarterback hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Rzinski hit him just as he was throwing, but he was able to get it off, and an incomplete. And Rzinski slow to get up. Now he's back on his feet. Co-Francesco going out there to check. Well, the referees tell him to go back to the sidelines. So the head coach of the Lions heading back. And we'll start action up again. 5:03, clock stopped for the injury timeout. Well, Rzinski, he was up before the coach came out, so he stays in the game. Just a little slow to get up. 5:03 to go. Second down and 10 for Manalapan. Ball's at the Pope John 49-yard line. Here's quarterback in the shotgun. He keeps it to the right, and he's held up there. Tried to bring him down. They can't do so. Finally brought down at about the 46. Well, you had 2-3 guys on him. We're not able to go ahead and bring down the quarterback, Seapote. Seapote number 4 for Manalapan. They finally dragged him down at the 45. So we're going to make it 3rd and 5 here. Big defensive play in this game for Pope John. Trying to get the ball back. 4:29 to go. With a running clock, it's going to be rough for them to try and get 2 more touchdowns. They're going to have to be quick about it. Clock down to 4:15. Braves up to the line. They're in no rush. Quarterback holds on, and he's down to about the 35-yard line. He's still got it. That was to the running back. The running back's able to bring it down to the 30, and a Manalapan first down. That is a killer for Pope John. So, first down for Manalapan. The tailback did take the handoff from the quarterback. He was able to run down to the 30-yard line. And the Braves can do all they want to run down the clock. A big, big first down for Manalapan. Braves up to the line. Just shy of the Pope John 30. 3:27 to go, fourth quarter. Manalapan leads 26-14. Braves handed off to number 35. He cuts right, tries to go around the corner. Stiff arms the defender. Hedgepeth is able to get down to about the 18-yard line of the Lions. And that is another first down for Manalapan. And with 3 minutes to go, time is running out on the Lions. Valiant effort. Courageous.
Nicholas!
But at this point in time, it looks like it'll come up just short. 2:45 to go. Braves in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun for the Braves. He'll keep it. Cut through the right and brought down just at the line by Rosinski, number 6. That was number 9, Herbert, for the Braves, quarterbacking on that one. 2:15 to go. Timeout Manalapan with 2:17 to go. And they want to talk things over, and stopping the clock actually helps the Lions right now. However, second down and they're in the red zone, and the Lions are down by 2 scores. Next action for the Pope John Junior Lions 10 and under squad will be next Saturday night in Wall, New Jersey, as the Lions will take on the Wall Knights. That'll be the last of a 3-game road trip for the Lions before they head home on October 10th. Sunday, October 10th, they'll be home against the Toms River Warriors. We'll be there for both games. Manalapan back up to the line. 2:17 to go, second down, and about 7 to go. Quarterback in the shotgun. Here's the snap. And we got a false start. Looked to be movement by Manalapan, and there was. False start against the Braves, and they'll send him back 5. So, we'll make it second and about 12. That'll push him out of the red zone. 4 seconds knocked off the clock, however. And I guarantee you, if you were to ask the Pope John coaching staff, they'd want the time back on the field instead of the down replayed. But we'll see.
Come on, Luke, do it again.
Second and 12 from the 21. Clock won't start. Nope, clock does start. 2:10 to go. Braves up to the line. Again, they're in no rush. Braves are up by 12. Here's a snap. We got a flag on the play. And it looks to be number 5, the quarterback from Manalapan, tackled at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard behind. There was movement. I think Jason Brennan, number 10, jumped. However, it's tough to see. Maybe it was predicated by a Manalapan player. Nope, it was against Pope John. Not sure if it was Brennan or if it was someone else. I thought I saw him jump, but either way, Pope John gives the yardage right back to Manalapan, and we're going to have a second and 7. Minute 45 to go. So basically, those 2 penalties almost offset each other, and in the process, the Lions lose 30 seconds. Minute 35 to go. Clock's running. Braves up to the line. Second and 7. Snap to the quarterback, and he's met in the backfield. That was number 16, Lucas Kelshaw, with the first hit. And then Harris brings down the QB. And we're going to have third down. Minute 13 to go. Timeout, Lions. I'll stop the clock at a minute and 11 seconds to go. 26-14. Manalapan up on Pope John. So the timeout's over. Coach Cofrancesco, with his instructions handed off to the Pope John defense. And they'll set up. It's Manalapan to come to the line. Minute 11 to go. The Braves lead the Junior Lions 26-14. Quarterback in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Oh, he's met in the backfield and brought it right down. That's Rosinski again. Kelshaw hit him initially. Rosinski stops him. It's 4th down, and Pope John uses another timeout. So 4th down, Pope John trying desperately to get the ball back one more time. You know, with a minute 4, they would have to score extremely quick. And then an onside kick. And then another offensive play to try and score again. But crazier things have happened. Jude Cofrancesco into the game there. Number 92, wearing Jacob Jessamaria's old number. Jessamaria number 40. And Cofrancesco taking over number 92. So, Manalapan back up to the line. Minute 4 to go. 4th down, about 8 to go. And we got offside of the play. It's against Manalapan. And that'll send him back 5 more yards.
Full stop Braves from the back 5.
Minute 4 to go. Clock won't start until it's snapped. Here's the snap to number 27 in the backfield. Number 10, Jason Brennan brings him down along with Nicky Harris. And Pope John will get the ball back. 59 seconds to go. Pope John back out to the field. Big hit by Brennan, bringing down the quarterback there. And Pope John will take over. 59 seconds to go. They're down by 12. So here's the situation. The Lions at the 25, their own 25. They got 59 seconds. They're down by 12. We'll see if they can get a quick score. They have 75 yards to go, and that's just to get them to within 1 possession. It is not impossible. Substitutions for the Lions made. Staub will take it, roll to his left. He's brought down in the backfield at the 21-yard line. So, an inauspicious start to this drive as Staub is stacked. He runs over to the sidelines to get instructions. As I said, number 9 into the game, Braden Colson. Number 8, Charlie Formasano. Staub comes back out to the huddle. 35 seconds to go. Clock's still running. Coach Cofrancesco wants to give Staub one last piece of instructions. Staub back out to the huddle. Lions up to the line. 15 seconds to go. Here's a snap. Staub hands it off to Harris. Harris cuts through the middle. Harris along the left side. He's brought down at about the 29-yard line. And that's it. Manalapan Braves hold on to defeat the Pope John Junior Lions 26-14. Valiant effort by the Junior Lions in this one. A couple of fourth-quarter touchdowns by the Lions to try and get back into this one. But too many penalties and the Manalapan offense cutting through the Pope John defense at inopportune times, scoring that last touchdown after Pope John had gotten on the board. And that was a killer. So, Pope John goes to 1-4 on the season. Their win against Long Branch, against losses by Riverview, Southern, Jackson, and now Manalapan. So the Pope John Junior Lions will take on next Saturday night, the Wall Knights. We'll be with you for that action. It should start at 5:30. So a half daytime, half nighttime game under the lights. We'll be with you from Wall next Saturday evening. For everyone here in Manalapan, New Jersey, this is Mike Formasano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, the Manalapan Braves 26, Pope John Junior Lions 10 and under squad 14. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next week in Wall.